I can't. Let's keep it Kenyan. And right now, just because of the amount of songs you guys have, I need to move a bit fast because there's a lot I want to still go into. Nyash.
Oh, Nyashinski.
Let's talk. How did it? And take your time, bruh. Explain to
Nyashinski
me when
my
Nyash
boy.
started.
Me and Nyashinski probably have at least 10 songs.
What?
Yeah. In fact, we were supposed to put out an album last year, then we didn't. But me and Nyash have so much. I don't think there's a Kenyan artist I've recorded with apart from Sauti Sol more than Nyashinski.
What?
Imagine every time me and Nyash meet and sit in studio, we have to do a song. We're always working.
So how did what was the first one you guys did together? Rewind.
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet, yeah. Short and sweet. Sorry,
and then
rewind.
Short and sweet, we did to Jiangalie.
But dude, we can't fast forward short and sweet, man. Please, brother, please. I'll be short here.
Short and sweet. DJ play the song on repeat. You know.
What are your thoughts on Nyash? Because I'm sure you've.
My thoughts on Nyash.
From clip to days, I'm sure. Were you listening to him back then?
Yeah, I was, but he definitely means more to me now because I'm his friend now, and he is. I think Nyash is the best Kenyan MC I've had in my life. When I listen to how he raps, his cadences, his choice of words, his poetry, it's ageless, it's timeless, it's amazing, it's prophetic. You know, he ticks all the boxes of where I place J. Cole, I would place Nyashinski. And actually, I enjoy Nyashinski more because I can
there's more relatable,
I connect with it even much more.
Kuna hiyo kitu ya mtaa ndani.
Kwanza album yake Lucky You. Hiyo album ni legendary. Hiyo album yani nakwambia ni kama kilio cha haki ile ya uko fulani. Yani itakuwa tu kwa hizo levels, haitaishuka.
So you guys do short and sweet. Did you now think it was going to explode the way it exploded?
Yes.
Oh, you did? I like it.
It's Sauti Sol and Nyashinski. The music is dope, but the song will go. What short and sweet though? What blew up from short and sweet is not even us.
The dance, Aggie.
It's Aggie, you know. It was Aggie's moment. We were just catalysts for Aggie's moment. I'm so happy that it also taught us that thing. This thing is not even about you guys. It's about this chick, you know.
The fame from Sauti Sol, short and sweet. I don't know how I'll describe it, but we all went for auditions. Dancers showed up. We all did what you could do best, but very few were picked. But I'm glad I was part of the few that were picked. When you were told you're doing Odi, because that's what it's saying in the song, I think we were a bit not really sure how Kenyans are going to receive it. But I'm glad it's something new. It's a big hit, and I'm happy for that.
Bad times, your sugar sweet, your icy, bad in my eye. It shouldn't be so hard to make up your mind. Just do it one time for the one.
I didn't expect it will be such a big thing, but the song definitely being done by Sauti Sol and Nyashinski, we knew it will be a hit, but the dance, the video, no, we didn't know. So it came as a surprise. It's still surprising me until now.
Short and sweet, DJ play the song on repeat. Odi dance to the beat.
Why I'm the only dancer who is famous? I don't know. I would call it God's grace and God's favor, because everyone in that video was giving their best. So I don't know how I got to stand out, but I would say it's God. The short and sweet dance is just short and sweet dance, yeah? You have to keep it short so that guys can feel the sweetness in it. We call it swagged up Odi. Odi with swag. Like anyone can dance to that easy Odi. It's a very easy and chilled out dance.
It blew up for Aggie like crazy. It taught us much about self-worth because, the outfit Aggie was wearing sold out in town. It was now ilikuwa tao.
What?
Wasema tu mapicha kama msee ameanika mahali ati finally Aggie amefua nguo. Na ilikuwa tu poa kuna pia so tuko na power kama hiyo. So I'm even more deliberate with my videos to make sure that I'm putting merchandise there because people buy what they see,
Yep.
And we didn't see that value. We didn't know we had that power.
Yeah, this is insane. At this time, are you still with Marek?
Yeah.
Or you're still with Marek at this time, huh?
Yeah, I was still with Marek, man.
Okay.
Doing short and sweet. Then we did to Jiangalie shortly after.
Let's talk about that because before to Jiangalie, I remember there's a time I think Sauti Sol had made a statement during political and again, you guys got cancelled or something.
Yes. Sauti Sol has been cancelled a couple of times. There was also that moment where people cancelled Sauti Sol. And
what tell us about that moment in case somebody doesn't know
I
about
don't
it.
remember what I wrote. I remember just saying like
It was you again, eh?
yeah, it was me. It doesn't hata kila mtu ukisema tu message uni bien huyu. Hiyo moment ili teach vitu more by the way. Pia ilini affect. Ujo 9 out of 10 times when people say crazy things about Sauti Sol, I didn't ever care. But that time I did care. I didn't understand first of all how people are sensitive to politics. Especially in Kenya, people are obsessed with politics. So the way I think what I said was true. The way I said it could have been different, but it needed to be said like that. So in case I ever apologized, I'm taking back my apology right now publicly because it needed to be said like that.
What did you say?
I said, hey, Tibim, Tialala, and Tano Tena are all empty slogans if there is no policy attached to them. Kenyans are obsessed with politics, and that's why these things turn us on. But where are we talking about? Where are we discussing development? Where are we talking about people's manifestos? And where are the young people like giving themselves civic education through learning what these people are actually worth, actually about, through the vision they have for them? You know, even if it's the lie that we were given by Jubilee that will give you stadiums, like, do we have that in writing? You know, so all these things of Tibim, Tialala, oh, Tano Tena, Nini, all those slogans become the noise, the overarching theme of the whole campaign. When in essence, we should be looking at policy. I said in Kenya, as long as you have money, you can fart. And people will cheer. So people felt offended because
it's the truth.
Because it's the truth, but also because they feel like it's not in my place to, you know,
to
address the nation like that. But now that I look back, everything I said has come to pass. You know, all those guys you are fighting for, what have they given you? Nothing. So what I said has stood the test of time. And that's what the truth does.
But what happened now at that time? How did it affect you? Because
people can just be so abusive, and it just stops being even about the matter at hand, and just becomes personal. People telling you, "I know where you live, I'm gonna kill you." Like, whoa! It can go to those levels when you're talking about politics, you know, like, and I didn't know that, and also maybe I wasn't even mature enough. I was like 5-6 years ago. I wasn't 5 years ago. Yeah.
Even before, probably even before.
Last election.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
So I wasn't mature enough also for that kind of conversation.
Yeah.
But
did it affect the relationship in your group? Did the group start telling you, "Bien, tafadhali, please"?
Not at all. Everybody, but you know, when we were together, we knew we were right, and then it was just us against them, and with time, they're gonna get tired. That's when I developed the thick skin of now I don't care what people ever say online about me. Like, so
it affected you positively later on.
Yeah.
But let me ask.
It needed to happen.
Okay. How have you guys as a group? Okay, I was in a group. I was in Chit Chat. Mayonde, Riga, a few other guys. And us as a group, maybe our season was just for 1 year together, which we accomplished. But I've seen groups, when I talk about Boys to Men, those are the rare groups. Drew Hill is no longer Drew Hill. Destiny's Child has moved on. How have you guys managed to stay as a group?
There's practices that we put in our lives. I think we have a healthy relationship. So this all hang out all the time. You know, we are always,
as friends.
Yeah, as friends.
Okay.
Just drinking, chatting shit, and just not doing anything that is musical or work related. And then also there's the element of counseling. I don't know if any marriage can survive years and years and years without counseling.
You've gone to counseling as a group?
Us guys go for counseling, yeah.
I love that, man.
But not because of issues. Fighting,
yeah,
because of issues. It's just because counseling is like servicing your car. Like,
it's wonderful.
You service your car not because it has issues, but just so that it can serve you better. So like, if you want Sauti Sol the relationship to be good, go for counseling. I go for counseling with my wife too. Like, it's a pretty, like, I go and I have a life coach who I talk to myself to align me, you know, to tell me where I'm being delusional or where, you know, like, we've put a structure around us that has good mental health and wellness, and it's a positive masculine environment. You know, so many times masculinity is negative. Yeah. So we've won many times together, we've lost many times together, and that's the sweetness of the relationship. You know, we lose like a team, we win like a team. And we've always made enough. Like there's no one point I've ever felt like I could be making more if I was BN. Maybe I could, maybe no, because I need these guys to be my support system. And so their roles in my life and my role in their lives goes beyond music and just being in this band together. We care about the relationship enough to get counseling. Like, this guy has been pissing me off lately. This has been happening here. I don't like how it's happening. We have a business coach who talks to us. Like, there's things that we've done, and I haven't said we've done these things deliberately. But when I think about it, that's the reason why we've stayed together for long.
Yo, that's this is probably one of the most powerful things that have been said in this whole interview, because it's just, this is relationship management. That's what you're talking about. So you've put, there are things in place that are helping you guys maintain this relationship. Tujiangalie, let's go back into that.
Tujiangalie, we were rehearsing, I wrote that song, and then we were rehearsing it, and then Nyashinski came, he had it, he was like, "Neka verse." Told him, "Sawa, let a verse." He wrote his verse. We put the song out, didn't even need a video because I just wanted people to see the words, you know.
Yeah, Tony Maura and Shani, Sinare.
Why not?
Why not? They came through like
my
the flu.
My niggas came through like the flu.
Bless you.
I died. Achoo. But yeah, man, did a lyric video for Tujiangalie, and it's powerful to see that nothing changes. Nothing ever changes. Me, what I learned as a musician is I need to pick my struggles and my battles. And if I want to fight the political fight, it's almost as if I need to pick that kind of master still. And it's difficult because you're in a country where there's freedom of expression, but there's no freedom of expression.
It's true.
Like anything could happen. And so how do you toe that line and do business still? Because, you know, if Kerry can shut you down, some guy somewhere who doesn't like you can have you killed. I think I need to get to a season in my life where I'm mature enough to attack that animal head on. Because I will do it. I will sing political songs at some point. But it's about when am I going to be ready to do it? Or will I ever be ready? Or am I just going to start? But Tujiangalie has taught me that it's important to always speak the truth because it stands the test of time. Tujiangalie today, and from the day it was released, it's the same. Like, it hasn't lost quality or value in the words.
Yep.
And it's tujiangalieni maze, tuko wapi hapa sahi?
Tuko
pabaya leo kuliko jana. Sikio la kufa halisiki dawa. Tuko kwa Twitter tunajibizana. You know, we are there. We are still doing it. That's so maze, endeleeni tu hivyo. Because you can't sing. Fela Kuti sang all these protest songs. Did it change Nigeria? It didn't change Nigeria. He died trying to change Nigeria. When did a song ever change a people? People are changed by catastrophe. Like something happens, man, there's a genocide, then you come to your senses. So if we don't watch out, that's where we are headed.
Post-election violence was an example.
People are always going to jump on musicians. Musicians, wanakula pesa ya politicians. Nyinyi mnapigia politicians kura. Unajua? Ati, Calligraph Jones ameenda kwa Ruto. Mimi utapata BN ameenda kwa Ruto. Mimi siwezi fanya hiyo shit. Lakini, msiki akienda kwa Ruto, siwache tu aende. Apewe kitu yenye atapewa. Yeye na wewe kuna difference gani? Wewe unalialia hapa hustler kila saa, unaongea hustler kila saa. Msiki akienda kwa dona politician, kula pesa yake lakini piga kura na akili. Do survive too.
BN, talking about survival, I want to zone into you again and speak a little bit about BN. I like the fact that you talked about Polycarp left the country and went under Sauti Sol and went to do a course to come back and help Sauti Sol. You guys are now beginning to create your own music internally. From a songwriting perspective, honestly speaking, dude, I think hands down you are on my top 2 songwriters in this country. If I can say top 3. Uko juu. And I'll name another guy who's there, probably unknown to many guys, Riga. Riga is another guy, one of the amazing, and he'll be here on this show one
time. I like him because he's a rap singer.
Exactly. Pitson.
Ningeza kurap by the way. Mkona bahati. Calligraph.
Whether you and Calligraph need to do a collab album. Just the two of you.
We're doing it. Don't worry. We'll come. Me and OG have to do an album for sure. I've talked to him about it. We both need to create time.
Yeah. Okay, so you come time na sahi now is the time Rona. Anyway, but let me go. So let's talk about your songwriting career. As a songwriter, I've had Shinde be on this show say no, is it Shinde or somebody?
Shinde, yeah.
Bien wrote this song. I've heard your name Fununus in the songwriting world. How much has this thing evolved and to what levels has it gone to?
Then of course, again, back to analytics, you realize R&B, love songs
Off the roof.
you know. So of course we had to go back to do that, and so we did Baby Baby. And Baby Baby was an amazing song in several ways. Of course, its numbers, the effect that it had, it was a beautiful song.
So do you sit down with Nyash and be like, you need to do an R&B song? Or he already has a catalog? Him is constantly in the writing phase. Are you the one who comes to tell the guy, this is what the back end is saying?
Actually, so here's the thing about Nyash, by the way. He's very good also in reading the analytics himself. So I never really necessarily needed to go and tell him we need to do this because the analytics are showing this. Sometimes he'd be the one to tell me we need to do this because look at this versus look at this. So he was very in tune
with the data.
To the point, actually, Nyash used to run his YouTube channel. I used to have access to it to upload, to put in the tags, to monitor sentiment and all that. But he used to run it, so he used to see the back end himself. So he'd be able to tell this is coming from here, this is coming from here, the views, how long are people, watching, like down to watch time. Of course you know that. Down
how
to
long
watch
people
time,
watch a video
how
for?
long people are watching videos.
Where's the drop off point?
Where's the drop off point? So now you ask yourself, like, does the song then need to be so long?
Or what can I do to add energy here to
exactly,
switch it up?
Exactly. So so we did. He wrote Baby Baby, then and that I can't remember who it was. Or maybe it was Nyash himself. I think it was Nyash himself who now said he wanted a story. He wanted like a story, the video to be like a story, not just an abstract video. And so we looked around to see who could deliver that. And we landed on one of the best, if not the best person.
Tosh Gitonga?
Yes. And you know what I'm about to say?
No.
I'll tell you why Tosh Gitonga is important. So
Tosh by then needs to come this seat. I've known Tosh. We from Tatanjeri when they were doing their first movie. That's way back. I think if I'm not wrong,
Tosh is one passionate person in this industry.
Yep.
Yeah? If you are ever in the industry and you want to give up, go and talk to Tosh. You'll change your mind.
Tosh, see you soon.
So we hooked up with Tosh and his team. I remember there was a lady called Iman who was working with him at the time, and she amazing heart. And we went through the concept of Baby Baby. By that time, Joy Washira had come into the mix. So we had started we had started working together. But wait, you know what? We've jumped something. We need to go back to 2017. Let me tell you why. In 2017, and I hope I'm getting this right. In 2017, there was an artist called Jidena who came to Kenya.
Yep.
I hope I'm getting it right. That was 2017. I think, yes, it was 2017. And I know why. So when we were doing, okay, Nyash and I had always discussed that while the shows outside of Kenya, outside of Nairobi, are very important, one of the most important shows, or rather areas to do a show for a musician.
Nigeria.
No, Nairobi.
Okay.
Let me tell you why. A show in Nairobi is not about money.
Positioning.
It's about positioning. It's about profiling yourself. A a show in Nairobi is where there'll be a lot of noise on social media.
And ripple effect.
Ripple effect. So there'll be 4, 5, 6,000 people at that gig. But thanks to social media, it will go into the tens of thousands of people who will see what you brought on stage. People will talk about what you brought on stage. So 2017, when the Jidena gig came, it was a bit of a challenge, because here we had said atukatendrezie Mnaija, sindio? You know Jidena is Nigerian.
Yeah, he's Nigerian,
but because he's based in the US,
yes.
we you know
Yep.
we let that slide.
Yep.
But the reason why we did that was because for us, this show was such a huge opportunity. And I'll tell you why. This show was such a huge opportunity because that was now our chance to show the Nairobi audience. And you know, the Nairobi audience is not just the audience that will go on social media.
Yep.
Your brand managers and marketing managers.
That's where you're getting your tunes from.
That's where they are. And in that actual show,
that's
of
where
Jidena,
they are.
Because let me tell you, I'll tell you this. Out of the amount that Nyash was paid, there is 70,000 shillings up to this day that has never been paid. We spent about 80% of what had been paid in putting up the show.
What do you mean? Like bands? Like, what do you mean by in putting up the show?
So,
because you're not the organizers of that show.
Yes.
You guys are just coming to your performers of that show.
Yes.
So you're saying 80% of that you spent to prepare for a performance. Okay, explain this one to me.
So there's the band. There's extra equipment. Like, say for example, Sedo needed the two or three tire keyboard setup,
the cogs and all those
for
things.
him to do the thing that he was doing. There was we had to talk to someone. So that time Malaika was big. So we really wanted a performance, and I'll show you that photo of that performance. So we really wanted a major thing to be talked about in that performance. And what we did was we talked to a supplier who we paid on our own, who got us a crane, and we put us, you know, the why am I forgetting it, and it's in the film, whatever, the thing that has, it's a crane and then has a seat at the top there.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, and then the camera guy is there.
Yes. So we got that, and then we got a dancer, an acrobat stroke dancer from Sarakasi, who did rehearsals, and then we bought her a wedding dress. I don't know if we bought or rented, I can't remember. But you know, even if you're renting, it's not cheap.
Yeah.
And then we got her on that, so that when Nyash was performing Malaika, then we brought her up like this, you know. So he was singing to her, and that was a beautiful picture.
Yeah.
But you see, it was such stunts. Oh, and then also that show, then we did a Fresh Prince Jazzy Jeff kind of thing, where now Jazzy Jeff was played by Sedo and Styles. So we had Sedo and Styles. So it was a really, really major show.
Okay, I get it.
And you know the beauty of that? Somebody, a major executive at that show, saw that show, she was there, and she told her people, I want this guy.
Okay, that's crazy. So first and foremost, you dropped gems. Okay,
so thanks to that show, we got several deals, including a 1-year brand ambassador deal for Nyash for Songa in 2018. Remember Safaricom Songa 2018, where then we went round with Safaricom.
The Spotify that wasn't
live, yes, for Safaricom Live.
For that time, it was not called even Safaricom Live. Was it called Safaricom Live?
Yeah, it was called Safaricom
also,
Live.
they returned it.
Tuaweza Live.
Yes, Tuaweza Live.
Yes. So imagine
because of that performance.
That gig gave us that whole year deal.
Okay, so but this is what's blowing my mind. You guys saw this. So you guys were able to say, first and foremost, we will cut and raise for this Niger.
Yeah, yeah.
Even though in the lyrics,
Yeah.
there's that, you get.
Yes.
But this for us is not about the chums.
Yes.
This for us is about the understanding who is in the audience, understanding the impact that this gig will have for us in terms of our longevity.
Yes.
And the deals that we will make.
Yes.
And also, from them, in my view, I'm like them seeing that performance of such high caliber that their imagination of your price goes higher.
Yes. Because now, by the time then you're giving a technical rider, for example, they've seen what you're doing. So they can see,
Just
okay,
brilliant.
this guy is asking for some things here, but we are, because now they know Nyash is a one-man show, but then after seeing that, they know there's a band.
Yes.
And in that band, it's not just a band. There's Sedo.
And there's another
Then
DJ
there's
somewhere.
a DJ there, Then they see all this. And then now here is where, because it's showbiz, there are some extra things then you end up doing. So some of these clients end up making it backstage. So what you do is you make a sophisticated mess backstage where you do some things like say you have some of his boys backstage, then they have to walk with him to the stage,
Yeah.
and the client asks, why are you doing that? Because we don't want any distractions before he goes on stage. Because if backstage is full of other people,
Exactly, yeah.
as you're going from backstage to get onto the stage, there's so and so trying to say hi to you, you may lose your
zone.
Yeah. So, and then things like, say, and for Nyash, this is usually very important, like say 15 minutes to 30 minutes before the show, he just wants to be alone. So that he gets in the zone. So you keep people away from him, but of course you do it in a soft way. Now, all these things the client sees. So imagine someone like a major client who comes to you and says, can I go say hi to Nyash? Then you tell them, not now, until after the show. Then they wonder, they look at you like, you don't know who I am?
Exactly.
And you actually call them by name like, yeah, I know who you are, but
After
this
the
is how
show.
we do it.
Yeah.
So what's he doing now? He's getting into the zone. He's alone. So you can't even take the client and show them like, you make them peep like, there he is, but no one goes in.
Yeah.
But
it's also for the artist.
it's for the artist.
And it's for the performance that he's going to deliver.
Let me tell you, and I was telling Dero earlier today that Nameless taught me this. I'd never been able to verbalize. There's a situation where an artist asked Nameless, a client asked Nameless, like, you're a man, why do you need a mirror backstage for you? Why? So Nameless explained to the client, this mirror is actually for your own good. Because this is what happens. As an artist, I'll dress up. When I look at myself in the mirror before going on stage, it builds my confidence. Because I look at myself and I see I look good. It gives me confidence and I'll go and kill that show. And it's for your benefit. So that mirror is not for me, it's for you.
Welcome back, Faki. I've enjoyed this.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm. Let me tell you, I'm very happy to hear this level of detail that artists go in their performance, and it not being divaness. You get the difference?
Yeah.
There are some guys who cross into divaness with this same antics, but these ones are very calculated for them to be in the best zone that they can be in for the best delivery to the audience. So it's good to hear that, okay, this is why this has been done and this is why. And I think it's even good that guys are hearing this. Yeah.
It's like, let me give you another example. Like I know the kind of people who make Nyash be at ease. So I make sure they're around him. So like, for example, I'll always make sure UB is there. I'll always make sure Big Pin is there.
Big Pin.
If Roba is in town because he moved to Malindi, if he's in Nairobi, I'll make sure he's there. There's a guy called Charlie, I'll make sure he's there. There's a guy called Solo, I'll make sure he's there. There's that crew that just Nyash feels himself. So like in this story where I talked about Amira, so yes, you'll have Amira for Nyash, but also these guys give him that energy.
That is
So
dope.
just knowing that, knowing the importance of those guys. So when I fight with the client to give me those number of backstage passes, there's a reason. I'm not just trying to get people backstage to hang out.
So Faki, let me ask a question.
Sorry.
No,
Aki,
great
sorry,
vibe.
before
No,
I-
the way to Nigeria
you know the way,
rabbit hole.
you know the way, cause you're a hip hop head, you'd know this. You know the way there's that guy who's always with Busta Rhymes.
Yes, a spliff.
Spliff.
Yeah.
That's the role Spliff plays
Yep.
in Busta Rhymes. And if you think even Jay-Z
Yep,
has
working a McMill.
yes. There's another guy. If you watch
Not McMill. Memphis Blick.
No. There's a guy. He's not even an artist. But if you watch Fade to Black, he's around Jay-Z all the time. Like he's the only one who is trusted to go and bring Jay-Z's mom backstage. Like even Jay-Z, they're on first name basis with the mom. So there's always it's about management is also about knowing what's the environment you create for your artist to prosper. I think the first, yeah, I'm getting what you're asking. So you have to carefully be two people at the same time to the artist, but you need to know where to draw the line. You're the manager, yes, but you also become his friend so that you understand. So, in fact, let me put it this way. I was manager to Nyashinski, but I was a friend to Nyamari. So I got to understand who Nyamari is when he gets off stage. when he gets off stage, what does he like to do? When he's at home, what does he want to do? Like there are many times when someone would want to accompany me because they know I'm going to Nyash to see him wherever. But I have to know that no, I can't go with this person because yes, yeah. Like in fact, again, Nameless explains it very well. So you know where Nameless lives.
Yes.
From his house, he can walk out and go to the shop before the corner. So he wants to go and buy milk. So David Madenge wants to go and buy milk. But as soon as he steps out of his gate, the guy across the street doesn't see David Madenge, he sees Nameless. So now David has to dress up into Nameless just to go to the shop. Do you get that?
I get it.
And it can be tiring.
Yep.
It can be tiring.
Also, this guy.
You did a wedding, right?
Yeah.
At your wedding, you smiled a lot.
Yeah.
Did you have these pains of uku after smiling the whole day to people?
No.
Like me, I had them. So these guys go through that all the time. Because you're like, so at some point you get tired here, Now imagine pre-COVID, how many handshakes?
Oh, I get.
How many handshakes? And then there's also the pain of everyone expecting you to remember them. So let me tell you, after I did the first CTAs, that thing confused me. Because you meet someone and then they say hi to you with so much psych, you start feeling guilty because you don't remember them. But then some of them, they save you, they tell you, I know you don't know me, but I know you from CTA. I'm like, oh, thank God, at least I'm not being a bad person. Until I read a few comments, someone said, I didn't know Fakir before this, but now I feel like I'm his best friend. So that made me understand what the impact of CTA. But as we are not even at that level, then the level that these guys are in, so just back to answering your question.
Oh, that's deep. Okay, go on.
There's as a manager, you'd really need to understand that. Now, you'd also need to play bad cop. So there's some things that someone will come and request. And the artist can't say no. But it's your job to say no. It's your job to say no to the point where the artist looks at that person and gives a face of Fakia Mekata. You know.
Oh, that's so deep.
But you have to play that because he can't do it. Let me tell you, there's one day I was standing at, I'll never forget, I was standing at the Total. But this was last year. I was standing at the Total next to Kenya National Examination Council office on Dennis Street. And I was buying some medicine from the chemist. When I walked out, I met Bien. So we started talking. So you see where the chemist is at the end. So we started talking there. But it was a bit dark, so we were easy. So we started talking. Someone who was fueling their car, like almost 50 meters away, saw Bien and then shouted, Bien! So he turned and waved, you know. Then we continued talking. Then that person said, come we take a photo. And Bien looked at me. Imagine I held his hand. I held his hand. Then I shouted at that person, you come. Because imagine, what is that? You're the one who's asking for a photo. You're acting like you own him. It's like because you listened to his song, you own him. No.
But it's so good that you did that. In fact, because he moved into artist mode.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Yeah.
When he's talking to you, you're talking as power.
Yeah.
Then when that person said, come and take a photo, now he became Bien of Sauti Sol, not Bien just.
Yes.
That's deep.
So I've seen a lot of pain that artists go through with that. So you have to learn. The other thing that as a manager you'd need to do is to observe other managers. Like when you go for a gig. In fact, sometimes like when there's a gig, even if your artist is not performing, you go for that gig, see how other artists are being treated, what they are doing, how the managers are doing, you know, things like that.